Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to lesson number 9A of A Simple Guide to Tajweed series brought to you by Blossoms of Faith. Today we will start to learn about Hamzatul Wasl. This is the first lesson of 3 lessons explaining what is Hamzatul Wasl and how to read it. Hamzatul Wasl. These words originally start with a second letter. If you want to read them, you will have to change the Sukoon to any Harakat to be able to pronounce them. But this changes the meaning of the word. As you recall, we mentioned in lesson 2b that in Arabic we cannot start reading with a second letter or stop on a mutaharrik letter. So, Arabs used to add Hamzatul Wasl at the beginning of this type of words to help us read them. Hamzatul Wasl always comes at the beginning of the word. On top of Hamzatul Wasl, there is the first part of a small sad from the word sila, which means helping with pronouncing a word that starts with a second letter. Hamzatul Wasl is either skipped or pronounced. For now, we will focus on cases where Hamzatul Wasl will be skipped, and later on we will come back to investigate cases where it will be pronounced. Skipping. Let's start with the case of skipping Hamzatul Wasl, as it is easier and more common. We will always skip Hamzatul Wasl when we connect the word that starts with Hamzatul Wasl to the letter or word before it. Since we will not start with a second letter, in this case we don't need Hamzatul Wasl. In the first example, we will skip Hamzatul Wasl and connect Waw with Fatha to Ha Sakina.
وَاهْدِنَا وَاهْدِنَا.
In the second example, we will skip Hamzatul Wasl and connect Ba with Kasra to Sin Sakina.
بِسْمِ بِسْمِ.
In the third example, we will skip Hamzatul Wasl and connect Fa with Fatha to Ra Sakina.
فَارْغَب فَارْغَب.
Here are some more examples. In the first example, we will skip Hamzatul Wasl and connect Ba with Dhamma to Lam Sakina.
أصحاب الجنة أصحاب الجنة.
In the second example, we will skip Hamzatul Wasl and connect Mim with Dhamma to Sin Sakina.
يا آدم اسكن يا آدم اسكن.
As for the third example, we will skip Hamzatul Wasl and connect Ha with Kasra to Sin Sakina.
سبح اسم سبح اسم.
But before we talk about pronouncing Hamzatul Wasl, we will cover a few related topics. First, we will learn about Laam At-Ta'reef. Laam At-Ta'reef comes at the beginning of nouns to define them. It is a Lam Sakina that is always preceded by Hamzatul Wasl. Laam At-Ta'reef is either pronounced or silent. If Laam At-Ta'reef has a Sukoon sign on top and the following letter is not mushaddad, we pronounce it, and the Lam is called Lam Qamariya. For example,
الحمد العالمين المستقيم.
But if Laam At-Ta'reef has no Sukoon sign on top and the following letter is mushaddad, Laam At-Ta'reef will be silent and it will be called Lam Shamsiyya. If you recall, in lesson 2a, we said that if the Sukoon sign is not written on top of the second letter, we should check the rule. Here, in this case of Laam At-Ta'reef, if the Lam does not have the Sukoon sign, it will be silent. For example,
الرحمن الصراط الدين.
Here, in the case of Laam At-Ta'reef, we connect the word that starts with Laam At-Ta'reef to the word before. We will skip Hamzatul-Wasl in the first two examples, connecting the letter before Hamzatul-Wasl to the letter after Hamzatul-Wasl, which is Laam At-Ta'reef in these two examples. And they are pronounced because both lams are Lam Qamariyya.
ليوم الفصل إن المتقين.
But in the second two examples, we will skip Hamzatul-Wasl and Laam At-Ta'reef as it is silent, Lam Shamsiyya, connecting the letter before Hamzatul-Wasl to the letter after Lam.
الرحمن الرحيم يوم الدين.
In the last example, we have the second word with Lam Qamariyya, which we will pronounce, and the third word with Lam Shamsiyya, which will be silent. So in the second word, we will connect from Noon Fatha to Lam Sakina, and for the third word, we will connect from Waw Fatha to Noon Mushaddada.
من الجنة والناس.
Thank you for listening, and see you next lesson where we will learn more about Hamzatul Wasl. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.